What's up, guys? It's Rip City Rundown, and this video for you today is finally a positive video for Blazer fans out there and why this season is not over and why this season is not going to be a wash despite this 1-7 recent stretch. So obviously Blazer fans are going crazy right now. They're freaking out. They want to trade people. They're wondering what's wrong. They're going through a crisis mid-season here, and I'm here to tell you it's going to be okay. The Blazers are still a really good team in the Western Conference. And I know all these Blazer pages and all these fans are out there telling you otherwise, but I'm here to tell you that the Blazers will be okay. And I'm going to give you a couple reasons for that. So the first reason I have for you today is the Blazers are 11-11, and they are dealing with some of the worst injury luck in the NBA. So obviously we got Damian Lillard out with a calf injury. He's missed at least half the games this season. Gary Payton II has not stepped on the court so far this season. Keon Johnson's out right now with a hip injury. Nasir Little is out with a hip injury. Trendon Watford just got back from a hip injury and is working his way back. Josh Hart has black and blue ankles. He has been out with an ankle sprain. Justice Winslow had a week-long illness and has also been dealing with bad ankles. Drew Eubanks has constant back spasms. Yusuf Nurkic has a lingering quad issue. Shaden Sharp is playing with a broken finger. Anthony Simons has lingering foot issues, and Jeremy Grant has double ankle tweaks. That's practically the whole roster I just went through, besides Jabari Walker and that John Butler, for those of you that want to know. But that's me saying the Blazers are dealing with some of the worst injury luck in the NBA, and they are just damn tired. And I know many non-Blazer fans are going to come out here and say, that is zero excuse for the terrible play. Well, most teams don't play this many games in a month. The Blazers are playing 16 games this month in November. That is the most in the NBA, and that is the most they'll play this entire year besides the final March of the season, or final month of the season, which will be March. So the Blazers have practically played every other day for a month straight. That is with missing their best player for half of that and having different players out here and there. Practically every single player on the team has been out for a game this season. So that is number one reason why I think the Blazers will be okay, because we saw when this team was fully healthy, they were a pretty good team. They were, 10-4? Second reason, the Blazers have played the toughest schedule to date in the NBA. They have played the second hardest schedule when it comes to opponents' defense, and they have played the hardest schedule when it comes to opponents' offenses. That is a very good sign as well for Blazer fans, because despite the injuries, despite the schedule, we are sitting at 11-11, and when fully healthy, we are sitting at 10-4. The Blazers will be okay. That is my point. So, moving on to how I think we can be better and how I think we will improve over the next month, I'm just going to go to the Blazers schedule here, and I am going to read out the schedule. And you're going to tell me, you're obviously not going to tell me, but you're going to go along with me if you think it's a win or loss. And as well, before I do that, the Blazers obviously last played Wednesday, don't play a game until Saturday, play another game Sunday, and then have 4 days off until Thursday against Denver. That is finally, for the first time, we are actually going to have a break in the season. So we've got Utah coming up, we've got Indiana, we've got Denver, we got Minnesota 2 times in a row, we got San Antonio, Dallas, Houston, Oklahoma City 2 times in a row, Denver, Charlotte, Golden State in the month of December. I look at games such as Utah, we can still win that game. The Pacers, we can win that game. Denver loss, I think we can split against Minnesota. I think we can beat San Antonio. Sure, we lose to Dallas. I think we can beat Houston. We can split against Oklahoma City. We can lose to Denver. We'll give it to them. Beat Charlotte, lose to Golden State. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wins. And I think that's 5 losses over this month. And the best part about it, that's only 12 games. Blazers will only have to play 12 games. And that is me saying 7-5. That is me not giving them a win against the classified good team. That is me saying we're losing to the good teams and we're going to beat the bad teams. And I think this team could easily beat some good teams when they're fully healthy, because Damian Lillard is returning on December 4th against the Pacers. That is what the reports are saying right now. But that's a schedule that I look at and I'm excited, because we just came off a stretch where we had to go Brooklyn, who's getting it together, Utah when they were good, Milwaukee, Cleveland, Knicks, who we ended up beating, Brooklyn, who was also still good, Los Angeles, the Lakers have figured it out a little bit, still not a great loss, and then obviously the inexcusable loss against the Clippers, when they were resting basically everybody. So I think a lot of the reason the fans are kind of freaking out right now is because of that Clippers loss. And I'm not excusing that loss at all. That's a terrible loss. Should never happen no matter practically how many people are out, because even with how many injuries we've had, our roster was still better than their roster on that night. That's like saying we lose to the Rockets or something. Bad loss. But that's in the past. We're 11-11, and we've got a good month of basketball ahead of us where I think we could get back into this 4-5 games above 500, somewhere around there. And that doesn't even get me started on talking about after the All-Star break. We have one of the easiest schedules in the league. This was always a season where our schedule was going to be hard at the beginning. I think this 10-4 start kind of ruined people's perspective, but just because we're 11-11, we could easily go on a 7-1 run, just like we went on a 1-7 run. It's all in front of us, and it's winnable games. That's all I'm going to say. We are getting healthy. That is the most important thing. And I think after these back-to-back games, these next, when you're watching this probably tomorrow and the next night, or tonight and the next night, we're going to have a nice rest period where hopefully these guys are going to get healthy. And at the end of the day, that's all we need for this team, because we've proven when we are healthy, we are a pretty good team. And as soon as we prove we are not that good when healthy, that's when I'll truly have an issue with this team, and that's when I'll truly be nervous. So that's my take on why the Blazers, I think, are fine. If you've seen in the video, I'm wearing a new Rip City Rundown shirt. It's going to be in the store soon. I think it's definitely our best quality shirt so far, and you don't even see the back, but the back is unbelievable. Just know you're going to want to take a peek at it when it comes out. So that's going to do it for the video, guys. Comment down below what you think the record will be for the Blazers in the month of December. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 games. I say we go 7-5 at worst. 7-5 at worst. I think we could easily go an 8-3. We could go an 8-3. Again, Damian Lillard, people are underestimating how good Damian Lillard is. And when you don't have your best player in the NBA, it's going to be hard to win. That's all I got to say. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Peace.